Hi everybody, welcome to our second craft for our Sonic the Hedgehog Too Slow, Gotta Go family crafting. Today we are going to be doing the spin attack craft. So if you haven't yet already, you need to make sure that you've gathered all the supplies you need to do this craft. And you can find the supply list on our website. So go ahead and pause me and collect all your supplies if you need to. And if not, we can go ahead and get started. So we want to make sure that you've got your dowel or skewer or whatever you have for your base ready to go. And then the next thing you're going to need is your construction paper. And if you don't have construction paper, feel free to use printer paper. And then you can color it, whatever colors you want. It's fine. So I have got construction paper. So what I've done is I've taken the sheets and I put them all on top of each other because we want to cut out 10 strips. So I don't want to do them all individually, so I'd like to cut them out together. Then you are going to take your ruler and you're going to make the strips about, and this is the important part, about 1/4 inch or 1/2 centimeter in width. If they're too wide, it won't really work well for this craft. So make sure you've got that about right, and then you're going to just draw your cut line. Okay? Now, once you've got your cut line, I find it's easy if you fold the paper so it doesn't slide all over the place. And you're just going to start cutting your strips. And don't worry, they don't all have to be perfect. You do not have to have the same width or anything like that. If there's some are a little bit thinner at one part and thicker, don't worry about it. No big deal. Okay, so I have gone ahead and I've cut out a bunch of strips. You're going to want 10 of these. I only have 5 here, but what you're going to be doing is the next part you're going to need them for. So put your 10 strips aside, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get our cardstock, the little piece of cardstock, or if you don't have cardstock, you can use some other cardboard you can find around the house. So thank you, Tetley. And we need to make 2 little circles on these. So I didn't tell you guys to find anything in advance, so I'm going to tell you now, if you need to pause, you need to find something that you can trace as a circle. So I found tea light worked really well. I even put the light on for a little ambiance. And all you're going to do is you're going to trace your tea light. And then you are going to cut out your circle. So, and again, do not worry if it isn't perfect. No big deal. So I actually had already cut out another circle. So now what you should be left with is 2 circles, 10 strips, and your dowel. So what we need to do now is take each of the circles and we need to make a little hole in the center of them. So I find a pencil works really well. You just want to do that and push through. And it doesn't have to be perfect again. And again, you just push it through. So you can then try to put the dowel on. So it's perfect. You want to make sure the dowel fits on before we get started for the next section. Okay, so you've got those 2. You can slide them back off. Put your dowel to the side. And we've got our 2 circles. Okay, so the next step is you need to start gluing your strips all around the circle. Don't put it over top of the hole in the middle because you need to use that to put it on the dowel later. So you're going to put it all the way around. So with the magic of film and pre-doing things, I already have one that I had started doing. Yay! Okay, so once you've got, and I've only done 5 here, so you're going to continue to go all the way around. Once you've got your pieces glued all the way around, and again for that you can use regular glue, tape, or a hot glue gun. Just make sure, kids, that you get your parents to help you with that. The next step is you're going to take your second circle and you're going to place it on top of your other circle. And you're going to start taking the strips that you made, bending them over and gluing them to that circle. So you just want to take a little piece. Now, if you're using regular glue, it's just going to take a little bit of time to dry, guys. So don't worry about it. You'll still have the same end result. It just takes a little bit longer for things to dry. And you have to make sure everything is dry before you can start playing with this craft. But tape would work right away and you should be fine. So what you want to do is make sure that you have it all the way around. They're all attached. And in the end, you're going to end up with a ball like this. So you'll have your circle at the top, circle at the bottom. They have holes in them already, and we've got our 10 strips around the outside. So now we're almost done. All we need to do is take our circle and put it on our dowel. So you're going to take the holes that you've already made. You're going to squish it through the one and then squish it through the other. Now this is the very important part. The top circle, see how right now it moves up and down and it comes off? We want to fasten that to the top of the dowel. So you can use tape here or you can use hot glue, which was what I decided to do because again, it works really fast. So you want to glue the circles around the dowel and make sure that you glue it on top of the dowel so it can't pop off or move up and down. So I've done that for another one of these. You can see here. So this one won't move anymore. See? Can't come off. But you have to make sure that the bottom one can slide up and down. So once you've got that all ready, we have our spin and tack ready to go. And this is how it works. You just take your hands and you twirl it around. So if for any reason you're not getting that second swirl at the top, it's probably because you made your strips a little too big, which is what I've done with this one. So that's how I learned. It's still a lot of fun, but it's the strips being a little bit smaller lets you do that second spin. So I hope